doing? Today, I'm Lexi. Yes, today I'm going to be making one pot Alfredo. Well, my version, it's not authentic, but it's what I like. So I have the water boiling already. We're gonna wait for that to boil before we put the pasta in. Here I have some heavy whipping cream for the sauce, and of course your salt and pepper. And then I have some Italian seasoning, and I also have some red pepper flakes to give it a nice kick. I also have a stick of butter, some cloves of garlic, and this is parsley for after. And then I have some Parmesan cheese and already cut and diced chicken breasts. So as the water is boiling, I'm going to roughly chop up the broccoli. And these are already washed. And I just like to make them into whatever size I feel.
You can move the bowl.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I just roughly chop it. Doesn't really need to be, you know, precise, I guess. Just nicely chopped. I guess you can also just rip it, but that's okay. So chop, 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 chop. And this is a good recipe because it's all done in one pot, so you don't have that many dishes to do. In the end, it's all just gonna be mixed up. This seems like enough, I think. If not, I can always add more. So, okay. Okay, now we're gonna check on the water to see if it's boiled. Okay, now that the water is boiling, it's time to add the linguine pasta. I think I'm gonna add the whole thing, right? I'm gonna add the whole thing. Actually, I'm gonna add maybe 75% of it. Save a little, like that much. Okay. And you want to make sure you push it all in there so it actually boils. Okay, so I let the pasta boil to be like a little undercooked, like a minute or two from the box. This is because the pasta will continue to cook in the sauce. So I'm gonna take it out. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. I'm gonna use these oven mitty things. Okay, and then just gonna strain it. Oh, I forgot, I should leave some pasta water. So you get your handy dandy Pyrex, and you just kind of scoop it in there. You know, you want to save maybe like that much to help thin the sauce to your liking. So I'm gonna dump that in there. And now we're gonna start making the sauce. So first, we're gonna put a whole stick of butter. Okay, so probably put it around medium heat so the butter doesn't burn. So then I'm just gonna throw a whole stick of butter. Okay, and now that that's melted all the way down, I'm gonna reduce the heat, and then I'm gonna start putting in some cloves of garlic in there. Oh my God. I've never used this before. It's a big piece. Oh, that's handy. Okay, so that's one clove. So now we are going to just mix it, get them a little brown. Okay, and then the next thing I like to add are my chili flakes. I like chili flakes. And this is optional. You can put in however much you'd like. Just a little. Looks good. Okay. And then next, some Italian seasoning. I just measure with my eyes, you know. However much you think. Now that that's starting to smell good. Doesn't it smell good? It smells very good. I'm gonna put in the broccoli. Nice. So the broccoli. And I think it's good to season as you go. So we're gonna put a little bit of salt and some pepper. Okay, now we're gonna add some heavy whipping cream. Actually, let's add the chicken. I won't add that then. Let us add some heavy whipping cream. Just enough, I think, to cover the broccoli, not too much. Just like that. And we'll turn up the heat to 4, a little bit under medium. Now this is where you want to taste everything and see what you might need. So I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm gonna get a spoon, put that in there, and taste it. Okay, needs a lot of salt. So, I'm gonna add more salt. Okay, we add some salt. I think we could add some more pepper. We love pepper. another taste test because we just added more seasoning. Ooh, very good, very good. Now we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. Save some for later. This is just to help thicken it up a bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the chicken. This is already cooked, so this should be one of the last things you do. And then just gonna fold it in. Okay, it's starting to thicken up. I think we can add more Parmesan. Honestly, just add a whole bunch in there. You can never have too much cheese. And if it gets too thick, we have the pasta water that we saved from earlier. So, see how it's starting to get a little thick? We're gonna add just a splash of pasta water. So, just like that. And the pasta water, you shouldn't season your pasta water with salt that much because, I mean, it's good to put a little bit of salt, but just remember if you put a lot of salt, it might end up salty at the end. Okay, so before I add the noodles, I am going to do one more taste test. Okay. Very good. And now I'm gonna ask someone else in the house to taste test it, just in case it's, you know, just in case it's just me. And one more for my niece. Okay, so that's boiling, simmering. Now we are gonna add the pasta, and we saved some Parmesan to fold it after the pasta's added. So, some pasta, just gonna dump that in there. It kind of stuck a little, but that's okay. It's the beauty of cooking. Oh, this, you don't want to use this. You can break your pasta. You want to use something like tongs to twist it in there. Nice little foldy. Do we have lemon? This is an optional step, but if you have lemon, you can.
Have lime.
That's all right. You can put some in there to kind of cut that richness. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the heat now because it's all right.
Parsley.
All right. And then we have our leftover Parmesan that we're just gonna sprinkle in to make sure we get it nice and cheesy. I'm not gonna use the whole bag. That seems like a lot. Okay. And then just a nice one more mix, one more go around. seems ready. And then we're gonna dump it into the plate. Actually, I don't want it to get messy, so I'll probably scoop some out first. Like that. Make sure I don't hit the microwave. Okay, now the last step is gonna be another sprinkle Parmesan. Just, you know, more cheese, why not? Okay, and then we've got some diced up parsley that I'm doing like a handful, and we're just gonna sprinkle it on there for some color, I guess. Make it fancy. And here's the final dish, angels. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me. It was my first video. So enjoy. If you try this out, tell me how you like it. Tell me how you changed it. And subscribe, like, and comment to Heaven Eats. Bye, guys.
Cheers.